about Julie Jones. You know, I haven't ever received a ton of flowers in my life. I don't really know what that's about. But if you want to know how to get bouquet after bouquet of flowers, my suggestion is check in with Julie Jones. Check out her Facebook. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you, Nicole. Daryl Bellamy, define your experience. Daryl asked me to watch for actually physical things he was dealing with in pacing and maybe having a facial expression that looked like squinting. And so I can say, Daryl, you have conquered that. You did really well with that, much less pacing than you did when I saw you do this speech the first time. I have a couple of things that I'd like to see you do in this speech. In the very first sentence, you used the phrase, impact the college market. And I wasn't sure exactly what you meant by that. So you might look at that phrase, since it is your very first phrase, you need a phrase that just nails exactly what you're going to talk about, and it will be clear to someone who has no clue. Okay? Think of it, speak to the clueless.
I like that.
You did several things really, really well in this speech. I don't know if you noticed this, but when Daryl was out here, he wanted you to look at the slide. And what did we all do? We went right to the slide. That was powerful. You can't use it too much, but boy, for the most important slides, that was awesome. You also used a phrase, say, Daryl set the scene. Mm-hmm. And we all were right there with you. That was very powerful as well. Keep using that. Mm-hmm. You also used a phrase, when our hearts stop beating. But I'm going to ask you to think about using a couple of other phrases there. You might substitute when we can audibly hear our hearts beating, or maybe when we're afraid that everyone in the room can hear our hearts beating. There was another slide that you used that had the recording when it was announced who the winner of the president of UNC Charlotte. And I would love for you to say that last line and not let the recording do it. And I would love for you to do it like this as you're waiting for it. I'd love for you to stand up like you're waiting for them to call your name. And then they don't. If you'll practice that from the mirror, I think you can nail that. I think it will really get people in with what you're feeling. But I just want to see you stand up tall, like lay it on me. Define Your Experience was an excellent title. And you made it what you defined. You made that speech what you defined. Your very best gift is your passion for the college student, which is not to be prosaic. I would challenge you to continue to define your ministry experience.